Hi guys, Artiar here. So for today's video is about Infinity Tower November 10th floor and 8th floor in one video. I will separate the video with using the timeline function, so feel free to use the timeline to go to the part that you want to see or you want to look at. Okay, so first I will be going through with the 10th floor. So 10th floor here is actually pretty easy if you have tricky, and I'm going to use the tricky method here for the 10th floor. So it will immune to AP down, but they can be stunned. At the start of combat, my allies are going to be silenced, which is fine if you have Jin Yuya or Catherine. And then the main part is this: at the start of the enemy action, they will randomly dispel one debuff here, and this is actually a buff to me. The reason why is here. So I'm going to use tricky, and tricky passive is when they when they dispel a buff away, they will get a they will reduce their current HP by 30% and dispel all buff from them and inflict petrification, which is stun to them. And in this mode here, they cannot be AP down, but they can be stunned. So tricky here is like a god. It's like a god Esper here. So every time the enemy takes a turn, they will trigger tricky passive, then tricky will straight away stun them. And my team here will be surrounding about defensive, and then Hilda here is to apply poison, so they have more debuff to cleanse, and whenever they cleanse, they get my tricky's passive damage, and they also get the poison damage from Hilda. Okay, so for replacement wise, Jin Yuya can be replaced with Catherine, Clara can be replaced with any other kind of healer. Gabby here, I'm just here to put immunity and defense up to make my team tankier. So if you have like other Esper or like Lian or maybe Sally, you can also put it here. So I just want to be tanky, buy time to debuff the enemy and trigger Tricky's passive. Then Hilda here can be replaced with Kara. Okay, so I'll go through with the equipment. Okay, so Jin Yuya here is not the fastest, right? But when later you see the recording, my Jin Yuya will be the fastest when she is in the battle, because the silence will trigger her passive to AP push, then she will be the fastest and dispel all the silence. If you are using Catherine here, you have to build your Catherine fastest here, fastest among everyone, so Catherine can dispel the debuff. Okay, so let's take a look at the recording. Here. Okay, so this is the 10th floor one. So by the start of combat, my Jin Yuya already start her turn and already dispel all the silence. So now what am I trying to do is I make my team tanky, and then I inflict a lot debuff on them. So you can see there's 2 damage here. The first red color one here is the poison damage, and then the white color one here is the Tricky's Gambit passive damage. So it's like double damage here. And then they will inflict sleep by Hilda and stun by Tricky. So you can see that they will just keep taking all those damage. Sometimes it will fail to stun. That's why you have to make your team tanky so you won't get hit accidentally. So always maintain your stun around them. But if you still feel a stun, is fine, because Tricky will trigger his passive to petrify them. So later you can see when they take that turn, they're going to get double damage. 2 times. Keep note that Tricky's passive won't directly kill them, so you might need Hilda's or Kara's poison to kill them, or else they will like remain 1% HP, because Tricky's passive is based on current HP 30%. So it will always leave like a little bit of HP there. Okay, so this is how you clear wave 1. Then we straight away go to wave 2. Make sure you have all your CD before you go into wave 2. So same thing, just stun whenever whoever you want. Then I AP push my team, put up shield and immunity. Now I debuff them. So even though Shenpin takes a turn, it's fine because my team is already on immunity and shield, which is pretty tanky already. Then my Gabriel will put on immunity and defense up to make my whole team tanky. Hilda will apply more debuff, which is her poison. And you can see all their damage is just ticking. Tricky the ticking. Okay, then Champagne cannot get dispel like stun, right? But she will still get the damage from the Tricky's passive. So always maintain one at least one debuff on Champagne. Then Champagne will just keep getting damage from it. So they just keep on dying. Okay. Let me speed up here. Basically, it's the same thing already here. Then you just focus all the damage on Champagne. He'll slowly die due to poison and Tricky's passive. Okay, everyone died, left Champagne, then nothing to worry already. Alright, so that's how you clear Infinity Tower 10th floor. And let's take a look at the damage stats. Okay. So you can see Tricky's damage is higher than Hilda's because Tricky is dealing based on current HP by 30%. And it always trigger. Okay, so replacement wise, replacement as per the alternative choice I already mentioned in the beginning of the video. And now let's take a look at the 8th floor. So this is the 8th floor one. At first I didn't thought I would make a video for 8th floor, but I saw someone's comment asking for help for 8th floor as well. So I might as well take back my old recording. But this recording, I did not show my Esper equipment here, but you can see their speed here. So you can kind of guess like what speed it is. And then my TA is going with fast and then high accuracy because I want to AP down. Gaius is going with full crit damage and decent speed. Then Clara here is on Windwalker, which is speed set and HP set. Then Hilda is Ocean Wave and Recurve set. Then Priscilla here is mainly for the CD up, stun, and then as an AP down as well. Okay, so let's take a look how it goes. Okay, so I can't speed up here. Okay, so what you really want to do is you keep maintaining the stun for this round here. And the main damage here is from Hilda's poison, and Gaius here is for the AoE damage later. So you can see AoE damage them. It's not really pain, but it's fine, mainly because when you go until the end there's Jinyu Yao. And it's like Ilya and Changji, right? They are all Inferno Esper. That's why I bring a Gaius here, because Gaius is a flow type Esper. Let me turn on the sound a bit. Okay, so if your Esper is get freeze, it's fine because Clara can cleanse them later. Okay, so technically this is the wave 1. I'll slowly fast forward a bit. Okay. Then make sure you keep all your CD before going to wave 2. Okay, so wave 2 here is Changji and Iliad, which is very, very annoying. So make sure you always stun them. And always keep note on Jinyu Yao's AP. Because every time you inflict a debuff, Jinyu Yao is going to take some AP, right? Then this is also the main reason why I take Hilda here, because even though when Jinyu Yao take away the debuff, my Hilda is still able to sleep them. Lucky this stage you can AP down and stun them, or else it's gonna be hell because of Changji and Iliad. Then then TA here, it will be should keep on AP down Jinyu Yao to not let her take her turn. Then here I'm trying to save Priska, but in the end actually my Priska also died because Jinyu Yao managed to transfer all the poison stack to my Priska. That's why my Priska hardly can survive. Then now my target here is trying to kill at least one Changji, and then TA will keep doing her AP down job on Jinyuya. Okay, you see my Brisker died, which unfortunately, but it's still fine. It's still doing I'm still doing fine here. Then just keep controlling them until, so they have to keep controlling them on stun. Jinyuya keep controlling her AP, then the rest will be good. Okay, I'll slightly fast forward. So it's basically the same thing. Okay, then one Elliot down already is good, so everything will be fine. Then keep rotating, keep stunning them. So they slowly die one by one. Then Gaius will have enough damage just to kill Jinyuya. You can see Jinyuya is so tanky. That's why I bring a Gaius here, because I need the flow type Esper damage. You can also bring Leora here if you want. Then just keep doing the same thing until Jinyuya die. Okay, so this is for the 8th floor. So I hope you guys managed to clear the Infinity Tower. Even though this time this month Infinity Tower is like really tough, it is very challenging. It's like one of the most challenging Infinity Tower I've played. But it is good for me, I think, because challenging means that people have to think more about team composition, and if you have no idea how to pass, feel free always to come to Artiar Dislyte's channel. Here I'll always post guide, or you can feel free to join our my Discord channel. Here is brand new, totally new, like a few days ago, only created it, and we can like discuss there. If you have any problem, you can also ask for help there. We'll always help out. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.